So guys, let's take a look at our topic for today, okay? Today is May 20th and we are doing Unit 9. Oh, let me show you our calendar, okay guys, so you know when our test will be, all right? So let's check it out. So let's see guys, today we are going to do the reading part, but let me ask you first, did you do the homework?
Yeah.
Yes, you did, Pedro. How nice. Congratulations. Good to know that. So do you have any questions about your homework? No? Is everything okay? Good. All right, people. So let's see our page number 60, the reading part. The title of this reading is 6-Year-Old Boy Drives Mom's Car to School. Wow. That's really crazy. So let's go and check our book. Here we are. Let me share the screen with you. Can you see the page there? Yes? Good. So look, here we have our text. I'm just trying to make it a little bigger so everybody can see. Look at what happened to the car. Wow, that was very bad, wasn't it? Okay.
Very nice.
Yeah, incredible, very nice. Oh my God. So what do you think the story is about? If you look at the picture, what is the story about? Is it about a car crash? Is it about a trip to the zoo? What is the story about? Yes, a car crash, exactly. A car crash from a boy who is only, at the time, he was only 6 years old. A young boy. That's really crazy, guys. So let me show you some pictures of young boys driving cars. And then you tell me if that's okay where you live, okay? Is it okay for children to drive cars? Yeah, do you think it's okay? Of course not. So let's watch this. Really nice cars that kids can drive, okay?
Welcome to TTI. Hello, car enthusiasts. Many of us dream about some of the most expensive cars like the BMW, Mercedes, and Rolls-Royce. Similarly, kids also want to drive these cars. But they are unfortunate because there is an age restriction on that. I mean, they can't drive any vehicles without reaching the government's defined age. So sad. But don't worry, because today, this video will change the scenario. Today, we are going to explore some of the most expensive and the most interesting vehicles that are the ultimate ways for fun. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video in full screen.
Number 7.
Aero Smart Cart. Nowadays, kids easily get bored by playing with Mario's cart in the video games. That's the reason a company named Active introduced a fully electric smart go-kart to fulfill the dream of every child. This cart is made in Silicon Valley. That means it is smart enough to avoid accidents, and it has anti-collision sensors in the front. So this go-kart stops before the collision. Parents can control this go-kart with their smartphones over the Wi-Fi connection. Parents can set the top speed of the go-kart as well as they can define boundaries in which children can drive this go-kart, with real-time supervision features at the fingertips. Essentially, safety accessories like helmets, gloves, and drift kit are provided by Aero. This go-kart starts from $1,000, and it can be upgraded with the additional expenditure of $200. But unfortunately, it is so awesome that even parents must enjoy it, and the kids have to wait for their turn.
Number 6.
Power Wheels Boomerang. Looking for a great gift for kids who love cars, racing, or speed? Check out the most exciting three-wheeled electric car, Power Wheels Boomerang, introduced by the toy manufacturing company Fisher-Price. It is manufactured to encourage racing games amongst kids for some real fun. It can be accelerated up to 5 miles an hour, and young drivers can drift into epic off-road adventures with its awesome Power Wheels. Vehicle tilts while turning for exciting driving actions, with Kid Controls Power Drift mode. Push the shifter up or down to change the speeds or direction to have a lot of fun riding around on the Boomerang. This cool-looking safest vehicle can be driven over multiple terrains, with the combination of rugged Power Wheels with an exciting thrill ride. It can go over sidewalks, grass, and even rough terrains. The Power Wheels Boomerang is for ages 5 to 10, with a maximum weight of 100 pounds.
Number 5.
Autofabrica Type .1. Introducing the Autofabrica Type .1. Designed by two London-based bike enthusiasts brothers, Bujar and Gaz Muharremi. At first sight, it looks like the Wolverine's bike, but it is way smaller than that. Look at this mini motorcycle that has elegantly designed tires that makes it look really awesome. The brothers were motivated to convert Gaz's young son's dream into a reality. This bike gives real opportunities to experience the wilderness and fun at a young age. It's designed by Type 7 motorcycles, but this mini motorcycle uses 50cc Franco Marini engines and exhausted through custom bent pipes that is attached to a 70s mini donor frame. A vintage tank, custom fabbed exhaust, modern mini bike telescopic forks, and custom rear shocks.
Number 4.
Comet 57S. Toyota introduced a family car for kids at International Tokyo Toy Show 2013. It's basically no more different than a regular car, and it has 2 cramped seats in the back for parents. The accelerator, brake, and dashboard meters and seats are identical to those in conventional vehicles. The main difference is that it's shorter in size to a kid's proportions. Interestingly, it can reach its maximum speed of 30 miles per hour because it is propelled by an electric motor. The latest iteration features a hood covered with an array of LEDs. Children can customize the car by drawing pictures that are scanned and translated into pixels. A second Comet 57S Sport is displayed without panels so that children can see how its steering, differential, and accelerator works. Interestingly, this 2013's concept car was made up of 57 small, lightweight detachable panels that can be finished with a wide choice of different colors and designs.
Number 3.
1966 Mustang Junior. It is a fantastic red-colored car, which is an exact replica of 1966 Ford Mustangs. It is a mini Mustang for kids, or for fun-loving adults. Mini Mustang Junior promotional go-kart is a huge hit amongst the kids. Spotted at Fabulous Sports Forever at Knott's Berry Farm, this micro Mustang drew crowds of kids and adults alike. With the cooperation of Ford Motor Company, the Power Car Company created junior versions of production cars to attract young customers into dealer showrooms to check out and buy a new car. The Mini Mustang originally had 2.5 horsepower Briggs and Stratton engines, but Roger has since replaced it with the 7 horsepower Honda generator engine with electric start, so the car will run up to 31 miles per hour.
Number 2.
1970 Plymouth Superbird. This awesome car is the most powerful smallest car that is very rare. It is an exact replica of the 1970s Plymouth and made completely by hand through a painstaking custom job. The outer body is made up of fiberglass with each and every single detail. Even though it weighs only 300 pounds, 2 feet tall and 9 feet long, it has a powerful V8 engine on a go-kart chassis. By watching this, you can know that it is a freaking awesome car.
Number 1.
Bugatti Veyron for kids. If you know Bugatti, then you surely know that it requires a lot of money. This Bugatti Veyron for kids is introduced by ATC Studio. These toys are so insane that you actually have to see them to believe them. As you can see, these kids are enjoying the pleasure of good fortune. Because of that, they have shrunken down hypercar Bugatti Veyrons. This car features realistically done scissor-style doors, Pioneer stereo systems to play music and songs, leather interior coverings, and an advanced spoiler. The lifelike wheels are made up of high-quality, non-toxic plastic that is anti-skid in nature. The interior and exterior are made up of premium materials that kids will get the realistic feeling of riding the world's fastest and most expensive car. Surprisingly, this car can reach its maximum speed of up to 90 kilometers an hour. It's an all-wheel drive that is powered by a 500cc engine, which delivers 40 horsepower. However, this little pleasure for your kid definitely doesn't come cheap. It costs $50,000. Thanks for watching. I know many kids are going to emotionally blackmail their parents to buy one of these sophisticated toys. But unfortunately, these toys are super expensive, and every parent is not so rich. So please, respect your parents. If you are new here, then feel free to subscribe, and don't miss our latest videos by clicking on that bell icon. I will catch you in my next video. Peace!
Okay. Did you see that? Yeah. So the cars are really nice for children, right? So you can drive a car, right? I loved the models they showed. Which one did you like most? I liked the Bugatti, the last one. What about you? Which one did you like most? Yeah, did you like the motorcycle? Yeah, that was really nice. It's like a real motorcycle, but smaller. Yeah, that was very nice. I also liked the Plymouth. The Plymouth is really nice too. Yeah, that really resembles a real car, and it's fit for children. Yeah, that's very good. Which one did you like most, Pedro? The last one, the Bugatti. Yeah, that is really, really fast. It can go up to 90 miles an hour, and that's, wow, that's a lot for a child. Okay, very nice, guys. So let's see here our reading. In this case here, the 6-year-old boy actually drove a real car, not one of those cars you saw in the video, okay? So let me get the audio here for you guys to see. Can you visualize the book page here? Yes, can you see that now? Okay, great. If you want to watch that video again, I can post that for you on our page. Okay, Google Classroom. All right, guys. So let's take a look at the audio here. I will just play the audio for us. Just a second.
From Virginia, USA, missed the school bus, he wasn't happy. He always had breakfast at school, and he didn't want to miss it. He had an unusual and reckless solution to his problem. He took the keys to his mom's car while she was sleeping and drove her car to school. Well, he almost drove to school. The boy drove along a highway, across a bridge, and through 2 intersections. He was driving faster than most cars on the road. He was traveling at more than 60 miles, 100 kilometers per hour when he passed some cars on a 2-lane road. The other drivers saw the young boy and called the police. While the police were racing to the scene, the boy crashed the car. A tractor drove towards him when he was overtaking another vehicle. The boy turned quickly, lost control of the car, and smashed into a pole. He drove 6 miles, 10 kilometers, before he crashed. When the police arrived, the boy was crying, but he was unhurt. He wanted to walk the rest of the way to school, but the police said no way. Instead, they took him to the hospital to check for injuries. He was back at school in the afternoon. The school principal was happy that the boy was unharmed. but she could not understand his actions. "What were you thinking?" she asked him. "I wanted to get to school," the boy replied. "I wanted my breakfast, and I didn't want to miss PE." The boy isn't very tall. The police think he was probably standing up when he drove the car. In other words, he wasn't wearing a seatbelt. He said he knew how to drive the car because he played a lot of video games.
Oh my goodness. How can a child do that? You see, his mother was sleeping. Yeah,
Very
very,
sad.
very bad. Yeah. And he could have died. You see, very dangerous. Okay, so let's see some words that are highlighted in blue so we can get to know their meanings. We can try to find out what they really mean. Okay, so let's see there, guys. First, in the first paragraph, okay, they say he had an unusual and reckless solution to his problem. What's the meaning of the word reckless? What do you think? Do you think his solution to drive his mother's car was a good solution to get to school? No. Yes, it wasn't a good idea, right?
Eu
Especially.
tenho.
What do you have, Pedro?
Vá de ônibus.
Yes, oh, very good. That's another good idea. Take a
E
bus.
polui menos o planeta.
Yes, of course. So his solution was very bad and it was not responsible. Okay, so it wasn't a responsible solution. So it was reckless. Okay, all right. So let's mark that down. We've already done that. Okay. Next word that we have here in paragraph number 3, we have two words, okay? We have lost control and smashed. So let's try to understand. The boy turned quickly, lost control of the car, and smashed into a pole. So what's the meaning of lost control? So first, we need to understand the meaning of the word lost. Okay, so let me write it down here. Lost is in the simple past, and it's the past tense form of the verb to lose. Okay, so lose is the infinitive, okay, or the base form. In the past, we say lost. Okay, so for example, yesterday, my team lost the game. Yesterday, my team, my soccer team, lost the game. I think it was, yeah, if it wasn't yesterday, the day before yesterday, but my team lost. Okay, so unfortunately, here the boy turned quickly, so he changed the direction he was going very quickly and lost control of the car. Okay, guys, so an accident was about to happen. Okay, after that, look, he smashed into a pole. So what's the meaning of the word smashed? Any idea? No? So first, smashed is a verb and it's in the simple past. Okay, so let's check it out here.
Smashed
Smashed.
is,
Go, Pedro.
sorry.
Go.
Smashed is a máquina.
No, no. Smashed is a verb. Okay, it's a verb in the simple past here in the sentence. So look, the boy turned quickly, lost control of the car, and smashed into a pole. So let me show you a picture so you can understand better the meaning of this verb, okay? So here I put the base form. The base form of the verb, the infinitive, is smash, to smash. And here it's the simple past. Okay, Pedro? All right? So let me show you a
Solto.
picture. Yeah, let me show you a picture. Yeah. So look at that, guys.
My goodness.
Yeah. My goodness. Terrible. Really. That was really crazy,
Isso
wasn't it?
parece ter sido... Aquela foto parece ter sido recente, porque o cara tava de máscara.
Here. Yeah. That's true. Yeah. That's true. Very good, Annalise. Good observation. So yeah, recent. Recent. Okay, so incredible. Here we have other examples, right, of cars that smashed into a pole. This one here, they say that the people in the car survived. Incredible. That was really incredible. Look, this one is another example. Look, the car smashed into a pole. All right. Okay, so this is what the boy did in the reading of our lesson today. The boy drove his mother's car and then he turned quickly to try to get into a trying to take one of the streets to go to school, and then he lost control of the car and unfortunately smashed into a pole. Okay, poor boy, poor boy. Hopefully he didn't get hurt. Okay, so after that we have, in the next paragraph, we have two more words. Let's see the meaning. It says here that when the police arrived, the boy was crying, but he was unhurt. So what's the meaning of unhurt? What do you think? Do you remember the meaning of the word hurt? Let's write the word here. Do you understand the meaning of this word? When we say, for example, that somebody was driving a car that crashed and then hurt his head and his legs. Okay, so what's the meaning of the word hurt?
Acertar. Bater.
Yes, but in reality, to hurt is really to cause some kind of damage to the body. Like, for example, if you hurt your head, you may have some bleeding, you may have cut or a bruise. So to hurt is to provoke some kind of injury, okay? So let me show you some pictures of examples of people who hurt themselves. I will try to filter the images first, okay? So just a moment. Can you see this image?
Yes.
Yes. So look here, there was a car accident and look, she hurt her face and her head. So she hurt her face and her head. All right. Look at this other woman here. Apparently, what did she hurt in the accident? Probably she hurt her spine, her back. Look. Okay. So we need to be very careful with cars, because when we have an accident, when we suffer a car crash, we can get seriously hurt. Okay. So let's go back to our book. Okay, Annalise, did you understand the meaning of the word hurt?
Yes.
Very nice.
Yes, so we saw examples of people who were hurt, okay? And now here we have the opposite. We have the word unhurt, okay? So here the boy was crying, but he was okay. He was not hurt, okay? So he was unhurt. Thank God. Because look, he smashed into a pole. If you see the car, it wasn't so big. It wasn't so serious. That's why the boy who was driving didn't really get hurt. Okay, so he was unhurt. All right, Pedro. Okay, Annalise. Okay, so was the boy okay after the accident? Was he okay? Did he hurt his leg? I mean, his head and his leg. Did he hurt any part of his body? Yes or no, Annalise? Did the boy, the little boy, hurt his body or his head, his leg? Did he hurt any part of his body?
No.
Oh, so he was okay, right?
Yes.
He was fine. Very good, because he was unhurt. Okay, so unhurt is the opposite of hurt. Okay, all right. Here we have the example. Look, let me share that with you again. This girl here. Can you see the image again? Yes? So look, this is hurt. Okay, this girl, she was hurt in the accident.
Is a bloody.
Yes, of course, it's bleeding. It's bleeding, right? So she got, I don't know if seriously, but she got severely hurt here. And she also hurt maybe her spine. Look, because she's wearing a collar to
Teacher,
protect. Yes, Pedro.
olha ali aquele dali de baixo.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
Yes, I think it's the same girl. This is the
Yeah.
same girl. Yeah, it's just another picture, but it's the same woman, right? So you see, she hurt her face, okay? She hurt her face really badly. Probably she had some cuts, some bruises. So she hurt her face. What about the boy? Did the boy hurt himself? The little boy here in the story. Did he hurt himself? No.
No.
Fortunately, he was unhurt. Okay? Now look, here in the same paragraph, we have another word, injuries. Injuries in the plural. Okay? What's the meaning of injuries? Let's see the sentence. The police said, because he wanted to go back to school, he wanted to go walking to school after the accident. But the police said, no way. Instead, they took him to the hospital to check for injuries. Okay? So, what are injuries? Any idea? No? So let me show you the picture of injuries. So as you can see here, look, there are different kinds of injuries. Here we have an injury probably here in the ankle or the foot. Here we have injury in the hand, like the wrist, okay? Here we have the ankle, different kinds of injuries. Look, here we have a cut, all right, guys? So an injury is something that is like when you get hurt, that's an injury, okay? So here the person has an injury, for example, in the arm, okay? Look, okay, all right? So that's the situation. Yeah, some bites are also injuries, okay? Look, this is an injury caused by a dog bite, okay? Probably a dog bit the man. Look at this other one here, okay? This is a typical injury, yeah. This is a dog bite, okay? So this is an injury, okay? So try to say this word, guys, injury.
Injury.
Good. Pedro, injury.
What?
Try to say this word, injury.
Injury.
Good. That's the name of the situation here. It's an injury, okay? Caused by, in this case, by a dog bite. But there are other injuries, okay? Let me see there. Here, look.
Injuries são feridas, né?
Yes, injury. Yeah, injury, it's not necessarily feridas, like you said, but any kind of machucado, okay? Okay, Pedro? So, not necessarily ferida, okay? So here we have another example of injury. Look, okay? All right. So let's go back to our lesson and see what happened to the boy, okay? So let's see there. Yes, can you see the book now again?
Yeah.
Yes? So look what they did. Here they said the boy wanted to go to school after the accident, but the police said no. The police said, let's go to the hospital first to check for injuries, to see if there are any injuries in your body, okay? Sometimes when we have a car crash, a car accident, we can have internal injuries that we can't see. They are not visible, all right? They are internal. So you need to go to the hospital to check for injuries. Okay, Pedro? Okay, Annalise?
Yeah.
Yes?
Okay.
So he was back at school in the afternoon. So in the morning, he didn't go to school. He went to school in the afternoon. Okay. Now, in the next paragraph, we have, let me highlight that. In the next paragraph, we have the word unharmed. Unharmed, similar to unhurt. Okay, so let's see here. The school principal was happy that the boy was unharmed. What does that mean?
Queimaduras.
No, look, the school principal was happy. So if he was happy, what happened to the boy? Did he have queimaduras? No. Did he have any burns? No, he didn't. He was okay, remember? He was fine. Nothing happened to him. Okay? So here we have the word unharmed. So that means nothing bad happened to the boy. He was okay. All right? In the hospital, they checked for injuries, but they found nothing. Nothing was wrong with the boy. Thank God. Okay? So he was unharmed. Okay? All right? So let me give you more examples so you can understand this word. In Portuguese, a similar word would be ileso. Do you know this word in Portuguese?
Ileso is tipo, sai sem nenhuma ferida, né?
Yes, he was totally unharmed. No hurts, no injuries, nothing. Okay? All right, Pedro. Okay, Annalise.
Ok.
So the boy was lucky. He was very lucky. Because look, he lost control of the car and smashed into a pole. And after all this, he was unharmed. Okay, so he was lucky. All right, guys, let's see. I will play the audio one more time so you can read again and now with better understanding, okay? Let's see if you remember the meaning of the words we highlighted. So the first one here, reckless solution. What's the meaning of reckless? Irresponsible. Okay, very nice. Irresponsible solution. Okay, now lost control. What's the meaning of that? Pedro, try that one out. What's the meaning of lost control?
Perdeu o controle?
Yes, very good. Exactly. Okay. He lost control of the car and smashed into a pole. What's the meaning of smashed into a pole? Do you want to try that, Annalise? What's the meaning of smashed into a pole? Okay, Pedro, help Annalise, please.
Bateu no poste.
Good, Pedro, thank you.
Ou
Okay,
colidiu.
yes, okay, Annalise.
Ok.
All right, smashed into a pole. Now here we have another one. When the police arrived, the boy was crying. but he was unhurt. So what's the meaning of unhurt? Oh, sorry, Pedro, I can't hear you. Can you repeat, please?
Okay. Unhurt.
Sorry, yes, what's the meaning of unhurt?
Unhurt is I I don't know, teacher. Or I'm forgot.
You forgot. Okay, say I forgot.
I forgot.
Okay, no problem. Annalise, do you know the meaning of unhurt?
Ileso.
Ah, okay. Very nice. It's the same as unharmed, okay? They are synonyms, okay? So he was unhurt. He was okay. There was nothing wrong with the boy. No problem, okay? And what's the meaning of injuries? Here they said they took him to hospital to check for injuries.
Injury is sem machucado. No.
Sorry, can you repeat, please?
Sem nenhum machucado.
No, I want to know not the meaning of unharmed. I'm here. The meaning of injuries. Look, they took him to hospital to check for injuries.
I don't know.
Okay, Annalise. Sorry, yes. Can you say louder, please?
Machucados.
Very good, Annalise. Thank you. Excellent. Okay, Pedro.
Okay.
Oh, very nice. Okay. So he went to hospital to check for injuries because he was involved in a car crash, a car accident. So you need to go to hospital to check for injuries. Okay. Here, the word injuries is plural. Okay. Let me write down the word in the singular for you. Okay, the word for that in the singular is injury. Okay, all right. This is the singular and this is the plural. All right. Okay, Annalise. Yes?
Ok.
Good. Now, what's the meaning of unharmed in the sentence? The school principal was happy that the boy was unharmed. What does that mean? Pedro, you know that one. You remember that.
É parecido com ileso, né, teacher?
Yes, exactly. Yes, okay?
Sem nenhum machucado.
Yes, exactly. Yes, no injuries. No injuries, unharmed. Totally okay. All right, so he was unharmed. Thank God. Nothing bad happened to him. Okay? He just destroyed the front of his mother's car. Okay? All right, Annalise. Okay?
Ok.
So now let's listen to the text again with a better understanding of the new words, okay, that we were supposed to learn. So let's take a look there. I will play the audio for us just a moment.
Boy drives mom's car to school.
When a 6-year-old boy from Virginia, USA, missed the school bus, he wasn't happy. He always had breakfast at school, and he didn't want to miss it. He had an unusual and reckless solution to his problem. He took the keys to his mom's car while she was sleeping and drove her car to school. Well, he almost drove to school. The boy drove along a highway, across a bridge, and through 2 intersections. He was driving faster than most cars on the road. He was traveling at more than 60 miles, 100 kilometers per hour when he passed some cars on a 2-lane road. The other drivers saw the young boy and called the police. While the police were racing to the scene, the boy crashed the car. A tractor drove towards him when he was overtaking another vehicle. The boy turned quickly, lost control of the car, and smashed into a pole. He drove 6 miles, 10 kilometers, before he crashed. When the police arrived, the boy was crying, but he was unhurt. He wanted to walk the rest of the way to school, but the police said no way. Instead, they took him to the hospital to check for injuries. He was back at school in the afternoon. The school principal was happy that the boy was unharmed, but she could not understand his actions. "What were you thinking?" she asked him. "I wanted to get to school," the boy replied. "I wanted my breakfast, and I didn't want to miss PE." The boy isn't very tall. The police think he was probably standing up when he drove the car. In other words, he wasn't wearing a seatbelt. He said he knew how to drive the car because he played a lot of video games.
Incredible, wasn't it? So let me clear the annotations there. Okay. So here, guys, they explain what actually happened. Look, he was driving. First of all, he drove along a highway. Very dangerous. Then across a bridge. And then through 2 intersections. Do you know what intersections are? We have here 3 elements of and 3 examples of very risky situations. Okay, so first he drove along a highway. What is a highway?
Highway. Alto. High alto, não.
So what is a highway? What do you understand by that? What kind of road is that? Let me show you an example.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Yes, this is a highway.
Viaduto?
Street.
No, this one here, the one I'm showing. Okay,
Estrada?
kind of. It's what we call autoestrada. Okay, so
okay.
it's a road where cars usually go faster than normal. Okay, you are permitted, you are allowed to drive a little faster. Okay, so here is an example of a highway. For example, Avenida Brasil. Avenida Brasil is a highway. All right. Usually you have cars speeding there because there are no traffic lights. Okay, there are no traffic lights, so you can drive a little faster. Okay, so the boy, the 6-year-old boy, he drove along a highway. Imagine a 6-year-old boy. Look, this here, okay? This is another example of highway, like Avenida Brasil here in Rio, okay? So imagine a young boy driving a car here. A 6-year-old boy. He did. Okay? All right, guys. So that's crazy. Look, another example of highway here. Okay? This is another highway. Yes, guys, that was very dangerous. Okay, another road that he took here. He said they say that he drove across a bridge. So let's see examples of driving across a bridge. Let's go there. Look. Okay, guys, so this here is a bridge. We have lots of examples here of driving across a bridge. Look at this one here. Look. Can you see that? Yes?
Yeah.
Look, this is another one. Here in Rio, we have a long bridge that connects Rio to Niterói. So we have the Rio-Niterói Bridge.
Yeah.
Okay? The Rio-Niterói Bridge is a long
Ponte de
bridge.
Niterói.
Yes. Okay. So imagine a 6-year-old boy driving a car across the bridge. Yes, he did it. He drove a car across the bridge. That was incredible. Look, we have lots of examples here of driving across a bridge, and this is what the boy did. Okay, so let's go back to the lesson to see what else he did. He drove along a highway, then he drove across a bridge. What else did he do? Let me see there. He drove through 2 intersections. So let's see what intersections are. Okay. Okay. Here we have some images. Can you see the pictures? Yes?
Yeah.
So here, look.
Yeah.
This is an intersection, okay? Where you have 2 or more streets or avenues crossing, okay? So here is an example of an intersection. It's also very dangerous to drive through an intersection because you have to be careful so that the other cars crossing the opposite direction so that they don't hit you. And then you have a big car crash. So intersections are very dangerous. Okay, imagine, guys, look at this intersection here. Imagine a 6-year-old boy driving a car and crossing this intersection. Dangerous, right? He was lucky that no other car was crossing his way, because otherwise he would have crashed seriously. Okay, so here we have a good example of intersection. Okay, so usually at intersections, cars, they drive opposite ways. There are cars coming, cars going, and cars crossing. So imagine that this red car here was the 6-year-old boy driving his mom's car. So he managed to go through the intersection without crashing. Okay, so nothing bad happens to him there. Okay, Pedro. Okay, Annalise.
Ok.
So he was lucky. He was super lucky. Okay. So here, look. Can you see the book page again? Yes. So look,
Yes.
the boy drove along a highway, across a bridge, and through two intersections. And also, he was driving faster than most cars on the road. Look at the speed he was driving. 100 kilometers per hour. So was he driving slowly? Was the boy driving at 40, 60 kilometers per hour? No, he was speeding. He was driving at 100 kilometers per hour. Imagine, guys. So look, he passed some cars on a two-lane road. A two-lane road é uma estrada de duas vias, okay? So a two-lane road, he passed some cars because he was speeding. The other drivers saw the boy and called the police, of course, okay? So let's see the activity here, guys. The first one, read the article, put the events in the correct order. So what happened first? Let's see the options. Letter A, the police took the boy to the hospital. Letter B, the boy missed his bus to school. Letter C, the boy went to school in the afternoon. Letter D, the boy took his mom's car keys. Letter E, the boy overtook some cars. Overtook, guys, is the same as ultrapassou, okay? Yeah, he did that. So the boy overtook some cars. And letter F, the boy crashed the car. So which one happened first? Yes, of course. First, the boy took, actually, that was not the first one. That was here. The boy missed his school bus, right? Because there is a school bus that picks up the kids. And because he was late, he missed the school bus. So let's erase here, okay? And let's put there. First, this is what happened. Then, what did he do? Okay. Then he tried to drive his mom's car, and he did. He took the keys, and what else happened? He overtook some cars because he was rushing to school, okay? So he was really late. So he overtook some cars. They called the police, blah, blah, blah. And then, unfortunately, he crashed the car. He smashed a pole, okay? Here they say, look, he lost control of the car and smashed into a pole because you know what happens? A tractor drove towards him. So a tractor is like in Portuguese, okay? A tractor is a vehicle that we usually use in farms. So there was a tractor, and this tractor drove towards him in his direction. And then when he was overtaking another vehicle, when he saw the tractor coming, what did he do? He took a turn that led him to the pole, and then he smashed into a pole. You see? Very dangerous. So he was overtaking another vehicle. Overtaking is ultrapassando, okay? So when he was overtaking another vehicle, a tractor came in his direction, and then to avoid crashing into the tractor, to avoid this crash, he turned to the left or to the right, I don't know, and then he smashed into a pole. Okay, guys, this is what happened. Let's see the next one. So he overtook some cars, and then number 4, he crashed the car, unfortunately. And then after he crashed, what happened? The police took him to the hospital, okay, because by this time the police arrived. And finally, the boy went to school in the afternoon after everything was checked and he was okay. Good. All right, just to finish, guys, I know we are a little bit over time. Let's check true or false. Now you know the story, okay? Let's see the first one. The boy's mom knew he was driving the car. True or false? Did his mom know he was driving? Oh, she didn't know. False. The boy likes having breakfast at school. Is that true? Yes, exactly. He loves it. That's why he didn't want to miss. He wanted to arrive on time and he couldn't. When the police found the boy, he was happy.
No.
No. Very good. He was crying. Okay. He was wearing a seat belt while he was driving. No, he wasn't. The boy's parents taught him to drive a car. No, he learned by playing video games. Yes. Okay, guys, so we finally finished this page. Okay, that was page number 60, the reading. Okay, and here we have the assignment for next class. Okay, the writing assignment. So here, look, okay, on page 112, I posted the assignment for you on Google Classroom. Okay, so let's just go there quickly. Then you can see what you have to do for homework. There you go. Let me show you. Okay, look. These are some activities in the past continuous about this unit. Yes. And here we have the writing task, page 112. Okay, so if I haven't posted the writing task here, I will do it until later today. Okay, so you know how to do it. So let's take a picture before we go. Let's do it. All right, see that? Okay, just a moment. Okay, guys, thank you very much for coming. Thank you, Pedro. Thank you, Annalise. Have a nice weekend, okay? See you on Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Okay,
Take care.
bye-bye, teacher.
Bye-bye. Bye, Pedro. Thank you.